when it comes to teaching a dog to walk next to you, it's very little about controlling them with the leash. What you're trying, the leash is there to keep the dog from being able to win. It's not to train the dog. So when I am trying to connect with a dog that I want to learn to walk nicely, but by my side, now we're not teaching strict heel. Nobody's going to the AKC. We just want to walk the dog like a normal dog and not look crazy and be upset about it. So I'm going to first get his attention. So I don't like things that are on the front of them. You have to keep switching side to side. I have the ability to let the leash go all the way around him. So I'm not training him to walk next to me. I'm conditioning him to walk next to me. This is so when you pick up your leash to walk, you don't have to get him in the right position and then say heel and then walk and give him another command later. You want him to learn when we walk together. This is a team effort. I'm not pulling. No one's yanking me around. Pay attention. I don't want this to be giving him any signals. So ideally, I want this to be as slack as possible because I want his brain to connect with me. I don't want to control his body with tools. So I'll knock him off balance just so I'm not screaming at him, whatever. So that is a tool, but it's not what teaches. So now I'm going to stop paying attention to you and pay attention to just the dog. Hi, Rex. Let's go. So because he's doing what I want, I'm going to reward him. He doesn't understand what to expect yet, but he's going to figure it out. So I just start walking. He's behaving. Click. Treat. Shove it in his face. Very good. Good. I want to watch him. Watch what he's paying attention to. I don't want him staring up at me. I want him using his brain, but I want him using his peripheral attention on me. There. I also want him to think nothing else matters. I'm not going to acknowledge any sounds. I'm not going to look anywhere. Something loud goes on. We're right here. Because ultimately, nothing matters for him. He's not controlling. He doesn't need to pay attention to any of this. This is outside the... He's a doggy. He's best friend. He's not patrol or anything. So his goal is supposed to be being your companion. So if there's other sounds and stuff going on and I pay attention to them, he's going to pay attention to them. So I'm just going to ignore. There are a lot of dogs in this neighborhood. And we're going to ignore every one of them, right, Rex? Okay. Get him back into position. Just start walking. Don't go slow. Go quick. Here. He forgot what the click means, but that's okay. He's young. He gets ahead of me. Make a little noise with my feet. Get him his attention. I want him to walk next to me. He's back next to me. Couple steps. Click, treat. As soon as that attention wanes, and you'll see it because you watch his face, watch his body language. There. Still attentive to the situation, but he was just about to lose it. So we're in the middle of the road. Can you make better choices? All right, we're going to do a little thing I call aimless wandering. We're going to do it right over here so we're not in their yard. And this looks like parking? I don't know. So aimless wandering is this. Is he reacting to my direction change before the leash becomes tight? If he's not paying attention to me. Aha, yes! That time I turned, he was already turned, ready to go. So he gets his click and his treat. The clicker is not saying you did what I asked. The clicker is saying, yes, that right there was good. I like it. And the treat means you probably repeat the behavior. Right? That's all we want. And we're having fun. This isn't class. This is fun. Right? Okay. So he's pulling. So I'm going to be boring. I'm going to wait. He's not going to win. And there we go. I'm not going to reward him for stop pulling because then he'll learn, If I pull and then stop, I can get a treat. So I'm actually only going to reward him for actual focus and attention. And there it is. It can be weak focus and attention at the beginning, and then you advance what your expectation is, just like anything else. If you're learning a language, get a couple of little words right. Oh, you're doing great. And before long, you're like, all right, I need a full sentence. Same idea, because you're speaking a different language. Hi. All right, so I'm going to condition him a little with some words. Now, that was a hard pull, so he got a correction and a tap. You notice I didn't yank him with the leash. I corrected his state of mind. It's a tap, tap, physical correction. If you watch dogs interact, they physically correct each other all the time. I'm not saying to hit the dog. I am just saying focus and redirect. Let's go for a walk. And just start walking. Now, I'm going to let him make a mistake. Too far ahead, turn around, walk the other way. Now he's too far behind, so I keep walking. Very good. I set him up for a win that time by scuffing my feet, slowing down a little. But we want to win, so that's the point. You'd show him what the answer is, and then he can figure out the answer later. Yes, that was so good. Yes, that was so good. He gets a little ahead of me outside the comfort zone. Stop. That's a bird and you don't need it. Leave it. Very good. Okay. Notice again, don't correct them for being interested in the bird. Show them what you want them to do instead. The goal is always, what would you rather have me do? You can't stop a dog from doing anything. You can just give them something else to do instead. They are not advanced enough in their brain to really be like, oh, all right, I'll stop doing that fun thing and just sit here patiently. Unless there's a heavy reward, that's very unlikely, and it's not really that fair. He is supposed to be the best friend, right? I wouldn't treat my best friend that way. Maybe I would. She could be difficult. All right. Very nice. Good focus. Things are going on, and he's patiently now waiting and expecting something to happen. This is learning to learn. So he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything right, but he's not doing anything wrong. He's gently paying attention. Now he's distracted. So we're going to let him be distracted. And when he brings his focus back, that's when he gets the reward. Because that was very passive. That wasn't like, I'm doing something naughty and now I'm going to do something good to get the treat. It was, I'm just being whatever. Okay. I know, there's so much. Very good not paying attention to it. All right. Tone matters. The only reason I'm talking to this dog is because my tone is giving him information. He does not understand my words. He doesn't need to. I could say whatever I want, but what matters is happy, upbeat tone when he's doing the right thing, more of like a disappointed sound. If you ever listen to dogs, they're very vocal and they talk to each other all the time. So they're always giving information. It's just a matter of figuring out what they're saying. So let's walk back this way so we won't get too far off. Let's go for a walk. That was good. He immediately looked up in my eyes for information. It's exactly what we want. Positioning, correct again. You got me on that one, didn't you? He's like, I got the last word. It's a paw, but it's mine. There's one correct answer. The correct answer is the position back at my side. No circling, no pulling, no sniffing stuff. There we go, opposite. He pulls that way, I go the other way. What does he want? Is exactly what he loses by doing the wrong thing. Very nice. I even got eye contact. I swallowed my hair. We're going to get 3 treats on that one. It was extra good. Right down my throat. Okay. Did any of what I did not make sense? Do you have any questions? Okay. I try to make this as simple as possible for the owner and the dog. The whole point is we're going for a walk together. What do you need from your dog when you're going for a walk? Just be chill, man. That's what you need. So what that translates to is pay attention to me, but don't be obsessed. Don't be jumping all over me. Don't be distracted by every little thing. And then a young dog and any dog deserves a chance to sniff around. So stop. Let them sniff. Show them things that you think you found. When a dog thinks you found something cool and you give it to them to sniff, they're like, this is awesome. So I'm going to show you an example of that. So when I go for a walk, I'm sure he's familiar with all these smells right here, but I'll be like, oh, what's this? What's that? What is that? What is that right there? What do you find? Anything? Nothing there? All right. It's just communication. He's a child's brain and you're just playing with a child. There doesn't have to be anything, but he's going to check. He's going to keep looking and there's a stick. And that is kind of what I pointed at. I did want there to be something there. But the other side of that is if you teach your dog to look at things that you have selected, you can also teach your dog to look at things that you're going to tell them not to touch. Let's say, for example, there's a chicken wing on the ground here, just the bones somebody threw out their window like a savage. Obviously, if your dog eats that, that's a problem. So what you would do is not dive on the dog and wrestle him to the ground and force him to not eat the chicken wing or take the chicken wing and be like the chicken wing police, because you never know what you're going to run into. It could be anything. So the idea is, let's see if I could find something I don't want him to touch. So I don't want to encourage him to think he's got this stick now and he is already done with training today. Aren't you? He's done. He's in play mode now. Hey, bud. Oh. Well, this is a good example. Leave it. Very nice. I didn't find that for you, though, but we don't need to be eating them succulents. No, we don't. There you go. See how good he was, though? He was like, oh, I did something I wasn't supposed to do. He took his correction immediately and immediately saw information. And in that case, I wasn't rewarding him for stopping doing what he's doing. I wasn't rewarding him for being corrected. I was rewarding him for then seeking the information. Now, you're like, oh, that's too abstract, maybe. Like, he can't figure out that he just did that. In the moment of what he is doing, he's thinking about that. So he did make sense of that. The nice thing about the simpler mind of a dog is if he looks like he's paying attention to you, he is. He doesn't have like a background script running in his head about like a conversation he had earlier and he's still mad. He is just in the moment. He's right here and he's like, I'm looking at you. I'm seeking information from you. Oh, look at that. I got a treat. There you go. Perfect. And he's just being good, standing here. No such thing as too many rewards for, really? Okay. For just doing the general right thing. That's the nice thing about clicker training is you can't give them too much positive feedback for doing the right thing, but you don't want to try to teach a bunch of different behaviors at once. But if you have your clicker and he does something and you like it and you click and reward, he's like, oh, I'll do that again because it got me something. And then after a while, obviously, you don't want to be doing this for the rest of their life. If you can't just walk your dog around on a flat buckle collar, giving them basic praise for doing the right thing, the dog isn't fully trained. So as I give him a treat, you'll also hear every time I give him a treat, I give him a verbal praise. Every time. The reason for that is I'm raising the value of verbal praise. It's being paired with food. So if I say now, after he's gotten so many treats from me, leave it. Very nice. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. You notice I'm not correcting the world to match the dog. I'm teaching the dog to ignore things in the world. It's the only way forward if you don't want to have to constantly be vigilant about what your dog might pick up. So back on what I was just saying a second ago before he did that other good thing. If I just say now, oh, he's paying attention. Get distracted. Make bad choices. He's like, no. Rex, you're such a good boy. See how when I praise him, he goes for the treats? He is now pairing praise with treats in his mind. That means it'll be easier to transition off the treats. So what you do to do that, we're not going to do that today because he's not there yet, is as he does the better and better things, you eliminate the click and then still give that high value praise. Clicker is always paired with food. You don't want to try to pair this with praise. Thank you. It's all about, if he doesn't understand the words, it doesn't matter the sound you make. It's all a matter of redirection. I could say leave it in 27 languages. It doesn't matter. As long as he lets it go and he gets his reward, you win. We put way too much pressure on It's mechanical response to a specific set of words. And yes, that is training. The average home person who owns a dog does not need that. You're not going to the show ring. Do you have a preference for which side he walks on, or just don't pull me? Okay. That's kind of how I am. I switch sides. So I'm not going to give him any information now. But I am every time he... Yes. Perfect. Are you? I didn't think so. They're snooty anyway. So, hey, all right. He's got a little playtime. He's ready to go again. Oh, look at you. You're a good boy. Now he's expecting a treat. So he doesn't get a treat for expectation. He gets a treat for correct action. Very nice. I don't know if you saw that. I was walking a little faster and then I slowed down and he slowed down to match my pace. So he is paying attention in his peripheral vision, which is exactly what we want. Yeah. You're just a big old beast. You don't need to be pulling anybody down. What a good boy. What a good boy. Yes. You eating that leaf? No. Okay. Oh, good choice. Okay. So he is ending on a good note right now. I think we'll end it there because he just did that really good thing. Changing pace. Ah! Very good. Leave that. It's a good boy. I'm not going to give him a click for that. Don't want to reinforce too much. Yeah, I know. You were being manipulative. I saw it in your eyes. Yeah, you think you're going to trick somebody, but you're not. I love this dog.